Yo, what up, my demons? Wanted to do a quick tutorial or guide on the beacons. People have been asking me about it, so I figured we'd go ahead and kind of like walk through my first time doing it because I haven't done it yet. I did see some articles and not articles, some threads and people talk about it in the Discord. So I kind of think I kind of got the general idea, but I figured, like I said, we'd go ahead and kind of walk through it. Doing my first one, I don't believe it's difficult. But before we get into that, I do have some good news and bad news about the beacons in general. We're gonna start with the bad news. Is that most of the beacons you repair, you do not have access to those areas in the demo. So the other bad thing about that, I feel like that's not really a big deal. But if you were trying to farm these, I don't believe you'll know which ones are in the demo or the locked areas until you craft them. So some of these kind of cost, they cost, the resources are hard to get, and we're going to talk about that more in a second. But there, you still kind of have to farm them a little bit. So you are kind of like wasting resources on those until if you're trying to farm them right away until the game releases. But the good news is, I believe from what I understand, there's an armor set that you can only get at least in the demo by farming these beacons. So it is worth it, and I think that's the good news. I'm personally probably just gonna wait till the full game drops. Specifically because you'll be able to have forge with you, so these will be easier to farm, and I'm sure the restoration level, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be able to upgrade that. So when we do restore these, there'll probably be a lot more information given to you compared to the ones you're restoring now. So, but we're gonna go ahead and go find one that I believe I know what area this is. This looks like it's pretty close to the base. So you do have to set them as an exploration area for your beacon to notify you when you're close. So we're gonna go ahead and set that. You can't do that from the world map. And but before we go out and go find it, I do want to let you guys know, if you, I don't know if you guys been using this. I have not been using this. I have not really been farming like that in this game. But you can open up this map and find out what enemies drop what items. You have a whole guide here, which is actually really nice. The area I kind of been farming for the storage chips and the flat cables, which is what you need to restore the beacons, or is this here area in Aristo's Heels. These three enemies drop everything you need for the beacons. There's a area where these reclaimers are kind of fighting these random enemies near like a bridge. I think it's by this facility. I think it's exactly at this facility near a bridge. That is a good place to kind of farm these. And I also recommend bringing a bow or a knife to finish the enemies off, because it does greatly increase your chance of getting those materials. If you haven't beat the first mission with Forge, I would definitely recommend not doing it if you're trying to farm, because Forge gives you another chance to get more loot. So I would definitely do that. If you already passed it, then you're kind of, I mean, you could, again, I would just greatly recommend bringing a knife or a bow to finish the enemies, because they definitely greatly increases your chance. So we're gonna go ahead and go to that area and find it, and we're kind of gonna like, I'm just gonna, y'all gonna come with me as we go search for this. Hopefully it's not that hard. All right, I'm pretty sure this is close to the base. Again, you can always check your map, open the menu. You do have a beacon list in your map, so you can go to it, double check. Again, remember to set it. I believe it's somewhere like around here-ish. So we're gonna try to go find it real quick. All right, you see how my map just said beacon notified or whatever it said? Let's. Yeah, beacon reaction detected. So that means it's close. I'm assuming you're gonna have to like scan for it. I think that might be it down there. Yeah, you see how the map is like getting intense. The radar is like pulsing. I'm pretty sure this is it. Let's see something though before we pick it up. I forgot what button to push. I'm gonna cut it off. See what happens. Oh no, it disappears. So if you do not have the beacon, you can't find it. That's actually very interesting. So yeah, these are definitely worth crafting. We're gonna set it back. So that's definitely it. That's another way. I did not mean to do that. That's definitely another. It literally pops up. That's so funny. All right, so we don't found it already. So remember to use your scan too when you're looking for these. And I don't see anything crazy, but this is a wing shift armor, which is pretty good. It's a little slower than what I got on right now, but and that might change if I change some slots around. It does have a lot more VP though. 400 VP is nice. It is kind of funny that you still have to choose something. You don't get all this for this work, but hey. So yeah, that is pretty much the guide on how to find these beacons. It definitely doesn't seem too hard. I definitely think it's worth it. Again, I believe the Reddit is saying you can find a specific gear set, and that's the only way to unlock it. If you're really interested in seeing what that is, maybe I could find it on Reddit because I'm not even sure if it's true. But if you want to like just unlock it yourself and see it, it might be worth it. Again, I'm not a farming person, so I'll probably just wait until the full game drops. But yeah, I hope this helps everybody. And if you thought you were crazy because you couldn't find any of the beacons, it's probably because they're in areas you don't have unlocked. So later, guys. I hope this helps. Peace.